Have you ever agreed to something, and halfway through you thought, wait, how did I end up here? You didn't black out. No one threatened you. You weren't hypnotized. And yet, somehow, you said yes. That moment isn't random. It's psychology doing its quiet work. And once you see how it happens, you start catching it everywhere. When people hear the word control, they imagine someone loud, aggressive, maybe slightly unhinged. In reality, the most influential people are usually calm, reasonable, sometimes very pleasant. They don't push you, they guide you, and by the time you realize what happened, you're already walking in their direction. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Every conversation is a negotiation, even the friendly ones, especially the friendly ones. The difference is this. Some people know the rules of the game, and most people don't even realize there is a game. Once you see it, you stop reacting and start observing. Let's break it down. Tactic 1. The small favor trap. It always starts small. Can you help me with something real quick? Just a tiny favor. Your brain says, sure, no big deal. And that's the problem. Psychologically, your mind wants to stay consistent. So after the first favor, the second one feels harder to refuse. By the third, you're wondering when this became your responsibility. Notice how relaxed they are. No pressure, no rush. Calm people feel safe, and safety lowers your guard. The trap isn't the favor. It's the invisible contract you never agreed to. Tactic 2. Emotional withholding. Some people don't argue. They just disappear. Replies get shorter. Affection fades. Energy drops. Suddenly, you're replaying conversations in your head, asking yourself, did I say something? And just like that, you start adjusting your behavior. Silence creates discomfort, and the human brain hates discomfort. People will do almost anything to restore emotional stability, even if they didn't break it. Tactic 3. False urgency. This offer ends today. You need to decide now. Trust me, don't overthink it. Urgency speeds up decisions and slows down thinking. When time feels scarce, logic gets shoved into the back seat. Watch how fast they talk. Fast pace means less reflection. The person rushing you usually benefits from your haste. Tactic 4. Subtle reality distortion. This one is sneaky. Are you sure that's what happened? I think you're reading into it. Nothing dramatic, nothing aggressive. But over time, you stop trusting your own memory and start borrowing theirs. The tone stays calm, almost reassuring. That's what makes it dangerous. Control doesn't start with lies. It starts with small doubts. Tactic 5. Strategic comparison. You're not like everyone else. Or the classic, other people don't struggle with this. Comparison quietly reshapes how you see yourself. Once someone controls the reference point, they control the evaluation. It's delivered casually, almost conversational. No accusation, just suggestion. Self-worth built on comparison is easy to move and even easier to exploit. Tactic 6. Intermittent validation. Praise shows up, then disappears. One moment you're appreciated, the next moment nothing. So you try harder, not consciously, instinctively. This is the same psychology behind slot machines. Yes, you're basically gambling for approval. Warmth appears briefly, then vanishes. The contrast keeps you hooked. Consistency builds trust. Inconsistency builds attachment. Tactic 7. Moral positioning. I'm just being honest. I'm only trying to help. Once someone claims moral authority, disagreement starts feeling like you're the problem. Control hides very comfortably. Behind good intentions, the posture is confident. The tone is steady. No room for discussion, only compliance. Moral certainty shuts down critical thinking. Here's the twist. None of these tactics work without your participation. Not because you're weak, but because you're human. The moment you pause and observe your reaction, the influence weakens. Awareness doesn't make you cold. It makes you deliberate. Once you see the game, You stop playing it unconsciously. You slow down. You ask better questions. You choose your responses. And suddenly, control doesn't disappear. It changes hands. If this helped you see something more clearly, you already know what to do. This is Influence Decoded.